Okay, now that should be responsive. Okay. Hey. Glad to see you're here more. um, yeah, I just wanted to, I guess go over what's happening right now, IRL, and how that's going to impact things with the stream, so. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make Tuesday happen. My internet was just, it was dog shit. And Wednesday I was at the orthopedist getting strapped into these fucking braces. I got crit open on another somewhere, so I can draw you a diagram for it later. Yeah, I guess, I sound accurate then. I am kind of tired. So, I played for a little bit last night after I took my braces off, but before I went to bed. Because I think Monster Hunter Wilds just has to be out of rotation for a while. I haven't been able to recreate the performance issues that I was having while streaming, so it looks like a problem with OBS and Wilds trying to pull from the same resources. Likely the CPU, but I can't guarantee that, so if I can't recreate the issues while offline, not even offline, just while I'm not using OBS or any other streaming software, then it does have to be something to do with the two programs running simultaneously. Which I don't like that, but we're not going into a hunt. We're just going to go over what I finished since last time, and then we might have to hang up this game for a bit, unfortunately. It is annoying, yeah. As you can see, I'm still using the Gunnar-approved himbo attire. And right now, I'm trying to hold the controller, and I can't reach half the buttons. Like, it's the triggers and the shoulder buttons that are fucking me up right now. It's like, I can reach the face buttons, but it's a stretch. Start, select. I will call them the options and the share button when I'm old, dead, cold, and in the ground. I refuse to say options and share. I will sooner say analog. I didn't even know what the analog did on a PlayStation 2 controller until I started playing a PS3. So, yeah, if I really force it, DIY claw grip here, I don't think these are supposed to bend that way. So, even then, the way I can get the shoulder buttons and the triggers in here, I lose the ability to access the start and the select. And I have a hard time with the left analog then, so. Controller games, I think, are just not gonna work for a bit. Maybe I can look for another custom controller, see if I've got something ideally that I already have, that I just haven't used for a while. So right now I'm looking into a keyboard game, specifically just keyboard. Like, something with the mouse, like, I have to turn this thing 45 degrees, and I can't use my index finger on it right now. I have to turn it 45 degrees and use my middle and my pinky, maybe my index, maybe my ring finger. So I can make the mouse kind of work, but it's like, I have to grab it with my thumb and my pinky, spread it out, and then I have to use my middle finger and my ring finger for the buttons. No scrolling. Scrolling just, it's not going to happen like this. I can maybe make a mouse work if we're doing something turn-based, but... Well, I have some good news. I was able to A-rank this offline. One of my times didn't get saved, unfortunately, but it was not my best time. I got kicked offline right in the final phase of the Uthduna, but that was like 1353 or something. Didn't get saved, doesn't matter. I got a better time while I was playing with people. 13... It's literally right in front of me. I just have to read. 1324. Dang, I am old, though. Or maybe just an idea, though. Or an idea. Maybe. I actually take a break and focus on getting better. Look, I'm going to be real with you for a minute, so if you don't want to hear that, then fair cop. Um, it feels like streaming is the only thing that's gone right for me in the last year. And this is in spite of me getting sick back in December and me being just... I feel like I've been hobbling along. But working on the VTubing assets, working on just this, it's felt better. But, there's a lot of shit that's gone wrong with my life that I don't want to go into detail with. Things I'm envious of. I've been thinking a lot about how I want to be a dad, but I'm not willing to get into a relationship right now. That would be abusing any partner that would have me right now, because I would need them to effectively be a caretaker for me. It's like, I'm not sure how better to phrase it. The things I want, I don't see a path forward to. But this has been generally working. Even when I was laid up, having trouble breathing, I didn't have full access to my arms. Well, relative to now, it feels like that was goddamn generous. Just when it felt like everything was spiraling, coming to a crashing fall, I still had this. I want to keep streaming. I want to keep up with being Ferox Chrysalism. But I don't have access to more than 6 fingers right now, reliably. I mean, I could try to stream when I'm not wearing the braces, but I'm supposed to be wearing these, like, minimum 12 hours a day. I'm only supposed to take them off when I'm washing up. I'm not even supposed to take these off when I'm goddamn eating or cooking. And you know me, I'm an Italian. When I cook, it's aggressive. I wear my culinary achievements. You believe in me? You get that, baby girl, but I don't need to hurt myself. I can make relaxing, just chatting streams. That's one thing I am thinking about, because I've got a lot of tech and gaming coverage that I haven't gotten to really dig into. And I figure maybe I can do that while live and try to make a discussion out of it. Maybe. Like, just earlier today, there was a Nintendo Direct, so it was a partner showcase. Only a half-hour stuff from third parties, but maybe we can discuss that. Try to make something out of it. But yeah, this was the big thing. I got my record time with the Uthduna Arc-Tempered free challenge quest, and I did it with 2 other players. And it wasn't just a 3-stack. We brought 1 support hunter. I don't know why the host did that, but I guess Rosso's a good option. It worked. It was almost a half a minute faster than my best time, which it didn't even get saved, so fuck it. See, solution found. Just stay positive. You'll always be here to support you. Anyway, yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. RIP. So yeah, that's my best time. And that means I will qualify for the Uthduna pendants, all 3 of them. Gandalf, hey. We're just having a bit of a chat. Hope you're having a good day. Or I guess by now it's a good evening for you. So in addition to finishing off all the qualifications for the Arc-Tempered pendants, I've about cleared out the wish list on craftables. Again, these 2 things, the pickaxe crafting material, it's not in the game yet. Don't have an ETA on when it will. Flame Fate is going to be extended 1 week, so if you want to play Monster Hunter Wilds and you're already at the Grand Hub, Flame Fate's going to be extended right until the end of the Arc-Tempered Uthduna availability for the challenge quest, specifically the free challenge. And that's going to end the day before the new balance patch is incoming, which has stuff that was going to be reserved for Title Update 3, but they decided to bump it up. I look forward to that. Unfortunately, all those new hunting horn buffs I might not be able to investigate right away, so... Yeah, I did get enough Uthduna Gamma certificates that I can finish crafting everything and have one left over. As you can see here, Uthduna male, Uthduna female. I showed one of the talismans earlier, showed that one just now. And we've also got the Palico equipment. Full feline Uthduna, I think we did that day 1. You can't even see the weapon for this, or you can barely see it at least. So I'll save crafting the talisman for when we actually get to play again, maybe. If I was just using analog sticks, I can do this. The second it gets into face buttons, however, it's not happening. Unfortunate. I'm going to shoot Nada once for the road. Bring me the child without summer attire. So, can I talk to you without putting this away? Apparently not. Well, I was gonna give you last words, but unfortunately, I'm not willing to surrender my, not firearms, water arms, so... Let's do this point blank. Don't worry. Just look at the flowers. Goodbye. You're a good kid, Nada. It's a joke, you know that, right? I'll let you shoot the cat. Watch. Okay, well, I think that's enough of that. There's nothing to save in there. Oh, poor baby. Yes, not a hate. I'm kind of giving away apologies today. I don't have the strength to really fight for myself. Okay. Get rid of that. Where's Krita in here? And there we go. I'm having to claw grip my own damn mouse to try and navigate OBS right now. It's not working that well. Okay. Okay. Full screen, please. Thank you. So this is what it feels like. Firmly grasp it! I have nothing in my palm right now. There's a metal bar halfway down my arm. So, let me just pull this up then. You go away. Yeah, you. Okay. Is that big enough? That's big enough, yeah. Rip, the Magic App Crit, I kind of felt the hate towards that. Me too. Like, I was working on something for my Desperado outfit, which is still... it's still in development, but... Like, you know, we'll get back to that when we get back to it. What can I tell you? Anyway. For my Desperado outfit, I was working on the fabric textures for the poncho, and right now, Krita is currently deciding, You want to rotate a layer and not the entire canvas? What kind of witchcraft is that? No, let me move the goddamn... Ah! I'm gonna have to remake it at a 45-degree angle because I can't manipulate the individual objects. Why? So right now, what I'm trying to do with Krita basically has me holding the stylus like that. As opposed to, you know, something like this. I'm holding it like a 3-year-old with a giant stick of chalk. I can't finally maneuver it right now. So, drawings, maybe I can find a way to make this work, but let's see. I could maybe make that work if I was doing everything freehand. You thought that was normal? It's not a vertical mouse. You don't hold the stylus perpendicular to your hand. You're supposed to, like, weave it between your fingers like you're using chopsticks or a pen. Not just, ooh, big stick, let me firmly grasp it. Yeah, whoopsies. Well, let me try to give you a visual aid for what my current predicament is. So, I've got a metal bar going, that's a bit long. Metal bar going approximately here, and it then curves up into the palm, kind of like the gooseneck crowbar, or not quite that dramatic, but it curves into the palm, so that, then bring it back around. Got straps here, and here, and here. And then there's laces here, and here, and here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. That was my mother. Hopefully you enjoyed my Bury the Light ringtone. uh, that doesn't mean I gave my mother boss music, by the way. Yeah, my mother was calling because there was a goddamn tornado warning. Uh... Everything happens all at once. When it rains, it fucking pours. Not a tornado warning for her, a tornado warning for me. My mom is fine. She's currently contemplating murdering her coworkers, but that's every day. Right there with her. What the fuck? Listen, if you don't hate your coworkers, clearly you are not working in Jersey. Oh, yes, you'll be your alibi. Right on. Yeah, Jersey's not supposed to have tornadoes, for the record. We're not that part of the goddamn continent. We're in the tsunami part of the States, not tornadoes. But then again, we've also gotten earthquakes in recent memory, so... You know what? Let's just assume that all of the plagues are coming our way. Every weather phenomena you can imagine, it's coming. So yeah, what was I saying? If I blow hard enough, I can blow it away. You do that to clouds sometimes. Blowing does tend to solve a lot of problems, but this isn't an NES cartridge. Or your X. So yeah, I've got these straps. I've got straps there around my thumb. I've got laces that are pulled tight. I got extra Velcro pieces and plates in there that are pushing things where they don't feel like they belong. But honestly, the big one that's fucking me up is this plate here. Because this metal bar goes deep into the palm. So, I basically can't hold anything with my hand. It has to be all finger strength right now. And I only have access to 60% of my fingers. And that's rounded up. So, yeah, that, and that, and that. A couple of these, too. And my insurance I had to get a Velcro one of these things, so I can't actually have the brace itself come into contact with my skin. I have to wear goddamn tube socks. Like, inside and outside of the brace. Not literally tube socks, but I'm not going to Hot Topic for another one of these fingerless arm warmers. There's no goth girls left at Hot Topic anymore. It's all just people looking to scalp anime merch. I could probably turn this into a Spawn gauntlet, though, once, month and a half, 6 weeks, so... I'm going to be stuck in these things for 6 weeks, minimum. And that's assuming that I get to, have my doctor approve of the advancements when I go back in September. Assuming that they don't, however, I'm going to need to go to a radiologist to get an injection targeting the nerves. Because this could be tendonitis, it could be radial tunnel syndrome, they don't know. It's so long, and it's both hands. Like, if I had one hand uninhibited, I could get away with a lot more. But just leaving the doctor's office yesterday, it's like, okay, They didn't check immediately? They've done the best they can with the deductions, but the orthopedist I went to, as far as the equipment's available, they aren't, like, able to do MRI imaging. Or, is the I in MRI imaging standing for imaging? I think it's magnetic repulsor imaging. So I basically did an ATM machine. Whatever. Tendonitis is the thing that they could more readily diagnose if the symptoms lined up completely, but the symptoms are more in line with radial tunnel syndrome, which is something that they can't definitively say yay or nay on. They're not even sure on what necessarily causes it, so... If it is radial tunnel syndrome, then they'll have to make arrangements with a radiologist, and they're going to numb my hand, make sure that it's the correct nerves being numbed, and then they have to do a steroid injection. The fun part, however, was when they put both of these braces on my hands, and I had to drive home. In Jersey rush hour traffic. Oh... You know what's really good for defensive driving? Having metal plates under your hands like a goddamn Assassin's Creed hidden blade. Rip. Yeah, I was just having a hard enough time holding onto the damn steering wheel. I think I had to go with like an underslung grip, something like what do you call it? Probably like a 4 and 8. If it was an analog clock, I'd be grabbing it at the 4 and the 8, as opposed to where I should be 10 and 2, because that's just where I could actually fit my damn hands with these braces on them. Oh my god, Assassin's Creed, slay. At least I can use my hands to signal. The middle finger is free. Ugh, I need that one. You are not allowed to drive in Jersey without full access to birds, flipping, or otherwise. It is the law. Just go to the... It's no longer the DMV, by the way. In Jersey, they went the Arizona... Or was it the Arizona route or the New Mexico route? I think New Mexico, actually. It's no longer the DMV. It has to be the MVC. Hang on. Can I... Oh, you already banned him. Okay. Thank you very much. You could hear me chicken pecking around here. Maybe I should grab a pair of chopsticks. That might help with the typing, actually. That's goddamn sad. Thank you. So, yeah, I was able to drive home somehow. Doing your job with passion. Gotta love the nepotism hires, right? Chopsticks. You think I'm joking. I actually... Hang on. I have a pair of chopsticks right here. I use them for dusty snacks. Things like, You thought I was joking. Things like tortilla chips or any kind of like salty stuff. I don't want to get the dust on my hands, whatever. So, used or unused. These are reusable. They're not the one-off wooden ones. These are fiberglass. I don't like getting salty debris on my hands, or flaky or whatever. Yes, I clean them. They're used. I didn't say they're dirty. Do you want me to get a fresh one out of the pack? Is that it? Yes, they're clean. Don't worry about it. You have super cute panda chopsticks set. If it was only €10 or euro, yeah. Yes, get a new one. All right then. Well, I'll have to do that off camera. I don't have chopsticks in VTube Studio, so. Yeah, after I got home yesterday, I was able to visit with my sister, my nephew, my mother for a bit. I feel goddamn hamstrung. Like, I can pick up my nephew, but I can't hold him properly. It's like, oh yeah, he wants me to put him up on my shoulders. I can't hold him right now. I feel feeble. I can't draw. I can't write. I can't even play a video game properly right now. If I can find something that's purely keyboard driven, no controller, no mice, then that's something. But as it stands, I hate feeling weak like this. And I'm somebody who's gotten used to being sick damn near all the time. I don't think I have an impossibly high bar for myself. But, I'm falling short of it right now. At least I can speak, though. Positive thoughts. Yay! I can annoy people with my tongue. Well, I could also pleasure them, but what fun is that for me? You think you know a few keyboard-only games. I'll keep my ears open for it, then. So, shoot 'em my way if you got 'em. Press X to doubt. You know what? I am a few years out of practice, but get me a cherry stem. I'll see if I can still, what's the phrase here? The expression's gone out of my head completely. Never mind. So yeah, that's the diagram right now. I have that shit on both my hands, so I can use index, middle, and thumb, but limited on each hand. The ring finger and pinky finger, where I've had the most pain localized, like south localized from them to the palm and thus the forearm, those just are not cooperating anymore. Like, let me see if I can type something. Yeah, my ring finger and my pinky are not going where I'm aiming. Like, I'm not even trying to push them that far. I'm just doing WASDA right now, or ASDF. And they're not... Damn it. Disgusting. 10 out of 10. Yeah. So... If I can find a way to work with a controller, I will try to get maybe some Bayonetta, maybe some Dragon's Dogma 1. We've got options. There's no shortage of games. It's a matter of whether or not I can actually hold the control mechanism. Or operate it if I'm not holding it. So, Monster Hunter was going to be out of rotation whether we were having those OBS interactivity issues or not, unfortunately. I just can't hold the controller and play at, like, a high rank level. Never mind for, like, higher difficulty Arc Temper type of quests. If all else fails, I can just yap. I'm good at that. That is true. I've got 2 conferences still bookmarked from SGF that I never watched, so I could do reacts to those. And today we're going to do the Nintendo Direct. They just did a partner showcase 5-6 hours ago. I've been spoiled on one thing from the showcase, I'll tell you that much. But the rest of it, I know functionally nothing about. I saw people yelling about game key cards, which, surprise, surprise, they'd rather just put a glorified password on the cartridge instead of the entire game. I wish I was surprised by that, but it seems like CD Projekt Red is going to be the exception for this, not the rule. Where, oh yeah, we can put the entire game on that. Everyone else is like, we're not even using a tenth of the space, let's just make it a download code. The game key cards are cheaper than a standard cartridge. Why not? Why not? Because I won't buy it, that's why not. Yeah, who needs to actually sell a physical game when you can sell the DLC code? Joy. Yeah. And the thing is, when I'm sick like this, when I'm injured like this, it's like, oh gee, what are my preferred pastimes when I'm not on stream? Drawing, writing, gaming. It's like, I can catch up on some reading, I guess, but... I would rather be doing the stuff I'm doing on stream as is. But as is not going to be as it will be for the next 6 weeks. Regrettably. Nope. Never mind. Okay, we're back. Let me just refresh the overlay. You only heard reading. Sorry. Reading, writing, drawing. What am I reading right now? I have not picked up a new book in probably... Have I read anything since the 4th of July? I might not have. I've been so busy trying to get stuff working in Krita that I probably haven't done any reading in almost 4 weeks. Wow. Maybe I fixed that. You have lots of suggestions. I already have lots of books, but I will take suggestions. Feel free. Just don't recommend me the original Dragon Ball manga right now. I don't need any Teen Gohan references. What type of things do I like to read? Military, thriller, sci-fi, fantasy. I've been kind of wanting to dig back into comics and manga, but you can whip something out of your bookshelves, alrighty. Like, my favorite book, bar none, is The Lord of the Rings. Some people will give Tolkien shit for taking 3 pages to describe a tree. Me, I'm here for it. It's probably not even slightly surprising, given which details I myself will fixate on, right? Yeah. Ah, well. So, what can you suggest? A lot is Song of Achilles. Song of Achilles. Okay. Originally published 2011. Do I know this one? I don't recognize the cover art. Scholars' homage to the Iliad and starting the original work of art. Retelling of the legend of Achilles and the Trojan War. Okay. Circe. Why does that... Madeline Miller Circe. It sounds familiar, but I can't place it. You can literally even give me a copy. You have 5 in English. Thank you, but no thank you. I might dig around this. Madeline Miller sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Did I read Circe? Circe would have had to have been when I was in high school then, given Song of Achilles is after Circe from this author. Okay. That's one recommendation. I will take it. What's also cool is anything by Mojan Tongshu. Okay. Can I copy paste it? Let me copy paste the name. I'm not typing all of that. Okay. Heaven Official's Blessing. Never seen this one before. Looks like a lot of these are coming up 2021, 2022. I'll be honest, I don't think I've bought many new books in the last 5 years. I've already got a big enough stockpile. So, yeah, anything from 2020 or latter, that's a gamble. And I haven't been to the library in a long time. I'm not even sure if my library card is still... Actually, how long do those even last for? My library card should not still be valid. I could probably still sneak into the university. I look like I have that similar crushed soul vibe. Deadpan eyes. I could definitely sneak into my old university's library. As far as the local one goes, though, I would have to check my cards. Two recommendations, though? Excellent. Alrighty. I'm not even doing anything. It just keeps cracking and hurting. Like last night, I took my braces off an hour and a half before I went to bed so I could try to play some Monster Hunter, because I failed to play basically any of it prior. I haven't even had these braces for a full 24 hours yet, and I hate them. Violently. But I can't even make a fist at them when I talk about being violently angry, because I can't ball up a fist. That's the range of motion I'm working with. Or lack thereof. Okay, bonk away, fine. You're not gonna do more damage to me than I've done to myself. And no new painkillers, by the way. No new anti-inflammatories. They still will be doing that over-the-counter naproxen stuff, so... what's the dosage on that Aleve? Probably like 100 milligrams a pop. So I'm supposed to take 10 of those pills a day. True what? No, painkillers is torture. I'm not sure if the painkillers or the anti-inflammatories would be making the biggest difference. I do have one doctor that's trying to get me started on another new prescription that includes pain relief elements, so... I guess I'll find out whether or not that helps me. I'm supposed to start taking that tonight. What's tonight? The 30th? 31st? Oh yeah, I was supposed to start taking that yesterday, but the lady at the pharmacy was angry at my doctor because she disagreed at the rate at which I was transitioning between meds. It's like, you want to waste my time talking to another doctor on the phone. I'm telling you, I have an orthopedist appointment. Just give me my damn pills. No, sorry, you're going to have to wait 10 minutes. Well, I don't have 10 minutes, so can I come back tomorrow, which is today now? Yes, okay. Not even the same lady's there today. Current doctor operating the pharmacy? Didn't give a fuck. It's like, oh yeah, you're the correct person? Bang on, get out. The line's getting longer, keep moving. Now that's a pharmacist I can work with. So yeah, I gotta take like 10 pills a day while I'm wearing these things. Or, I think I've seen those same naproxens at, 220s. So I could probably get it down to 4, maybe. Wait, can I count? 440, 880. It'd probably have to be 5 a day, not 4, but it'd have to break one of them up. It's a bigger dose, but fewer pills. I'll take it. I already have enough on the regular rotation as is. So yeah, anti-inflammatory / painkiller. It's got to be over the counter for now. The doctor won't prescribe me anything else. Whether I go to the orthopedist or if I go to the general physician. I guess they want to make sure I'm actually in pain and not just trying to get nerve numbing from the radiologist. Is that something people would con doctors for? You know, actually, it's America. That's definitely something people would try to steal if they don't understand how it works. Which is probably most people desperate. Yeah, people would definitely try to steal that. That's crazy. I wish I could tell you it was the first time it's happened to me, but it's not. Doctors here are aware that there is a, what do you call it, an opioid crisis. It might be the Eastern Seaboard, it might be the South, regardless. But there's an opioid crisis in North America, specifically the US. So they will try to reduce whatever painkillers they give you up front until the doctor themselves is convinced you're in pain. At which point, then the doctor will just open the floodgates. You're trying to convince an individual you're in pain. You talk to that individual for about 10 minutes, rounded up. And you're going to get that 10 minutes once every 2 months if you're lucky. Fortunately for me, I'm sufficiently unhinged by default, so I think I'm only going to have to go back one more time. And I can probably convince them then to get me the nerve treatment at a radiologist. Probably. We'll see. It's especially bad in the South, though, where the opioid crisis just... Hopefully. Yeah, in the South, I have family down South, as I've said before, where doctors will over-medicate you once they open the floodgates. It's getting past that initial hump. It's like, you need to convince the doctors that you need meds to recover, but once you've opened that door to recovery, then the doctors are going to be very hesitant to take you off. They're going to want to keep you on pills overly long so that you get acclimated to the developments. At which point, the acclimation can develop into addiction. This is a problem that is most pronounced in the American South, but I feel like it's across the entire eastern seaboard, where they want to play cautious so much because the doctors are trying to not get sued. That's my guess. I don't know that. I'm guessing. The doctors will keep you on prescriptions longer than you're supposed to because they don't want you to be complaining about them. They don't want any kind of malpractice shit. At which point you're on the medication for so overly long that you become addicted. And I've been on some strong stuff before. I think I was mid-teens. I can't remember the exact year. But I had to have dental surgery once because something with my teeth alignment, where they were going to pierce my gums in the wrong direction. My Welsh ancestry was coming out, let's just put it that way. Where they had to go into my gums and rearrange stuff in my my jaw, including putting gold chains in there. Unfortunately, I was either middle school or high school. It was something in my teen years. Unfortunately, that was not quite the qualifications for the rap game at the time. So while they had these chains dragging my teeth and my jaw back into formation, they had me on Vicodin. I gotta tell ya, that Vicodin was strong. I've been on meds longer than I can remember. That might also be influenced by the meds I've been on. But I've been on so many meds that when you give me that dose of Vicodin, I don't even want to give you the exact number, but you give me that dose of Vicodin, I was reading Harry Potter at the time. I think it was it the Deathly Hallows? I think it was the Deathly Hallows. That will probably tell you the year. Probably like 2007. That shit was magical. That was my favorite Harry Potter book because I think I might have actually been hallucinating magic. And after I finished the first bottle of it, the doctor was like, well, it seems like we can migrate you down to something of a lesser strength, but if you want to, we can stay on the Vicodin for a time being. I didn't even have to ask my mom at the time, or my dad. I still had both parents back then. It's like, that shit was wild. I want to get off of that. Yes, I was still in pain afterwards, but there has to be an upper limit. We have to have something resembling restraint when it comes to using extreme medication, right? Am I crazy on that one? Because I feel like people are willing to just go to the maximum at all times. It might not even be a doctor thing. It might be everybody in the States. Germany could never. It just made me think of House MD, how the dude was mainlining Vicodin several times a day. It's like, I think I was taking on 2 a day? I don't remember the exact dosage. I was dead to the world. Well, you put me in my bedroom, you just pushed me in there, because I couldn't walk straight. You pushed me into my bedroom, you leave me with my books and my Game Boy Advance, or per the year, it was probably actually my Nintendo DS. Just push me in there, check on me every couple hours to make sure I'm still breathing. Golden. Nothing productive happened while I was on Vicodin. Not a single solitary thing. And I couldn't describe it to anybody else in words, but thankfully I still had my hands then. But if I tried writing then, I looked like I was making Rorschach panels. Not actual words. Too strong. Not going back on that. Maybe if I bulk up again, but no. But people are so eager to get on the highest dose of the hardest stuff they can get that it's no wonder there's an opioid crisis. It's no wonder that people are worried about how many drugs are moving across state lines. Yeah, so as inconvenient as it is right now, I am grateful that my doctors are not immediately putting me on more medication. Because if I go with the hundreds for naproxen, that's 10 pills a fucking day. 5 at a time. I don't want that. I'm already on enough. I can get rid of this now. We don't need any more visual aids. You know, I've basically turned into Inspector Gadget, but, you know, the Gadget's an Iron Maiden. And not the Bruce Dickinson Iron Maiden, either. Okay, let me get rid of that window. Don't need you anymore. Nope, there we go. Okay. Let's see, I should have this open right over here. Ah. You know, I am able to make the map... Maybe I could go for a mouse and keyboard game. Something slower pace, but still. Because, like, I can't use my index finger on it right now, but I am making some headway with using, my thumb and my pinky to hold it, kind of a claw grip, at a 45-degree angle. And then I use my middle finger for the left click and my ring finger for the right. I could maybe make that work. I will try a couple of games off stream and see what I can physically handle. Bring me a video player. Ah. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Much better. So I figure as long as we're hanging out, let's check out that Nintendo Partner Showcase. Spoiler, the one thing I gave the shit about most has already been confirmed. But there might be some surprises, so we'll find out. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I'll adjust the volumes accordingly. So, do you have a third game for the Switch 2 yet? You've got Mario Kart World Tour, you got Donkey Kong Bonanza, what else you got? What am I saying? It's a third-party showcase. They're not going to have any new Switch 2 games. It's going to be ports, probably. Is this Tails? Oh no, they opened with this one. Okay. I know this one, and you probably know it too, considering what we started with. Ooh, Legiana's back. Okay. Soul Rider, but how many Rathalos? I hate they use that nickname 3 games in a row. Magnum Molo, yes! Ah, who and why? Well, good news for you. You're about to go on Vibrate. I'm sure someone's jealous. Monster Hunter Stories 3. Ah, the creature taming RPG side of Monster Hunter. I still haven't finished 2. I might start over. And I want to get the re-release of Stories 1. I'm not sure if I want to get that on Switch or PC, though. But yeah, Stories 1, it had exclusive stuff that was only in Japan, but they made it global for everybody in the re-release. So I might get Stories 1 on... we'll see. Stories 2, though, I haven't finished. Stories 3, it's looking great. A double yolked monster egg. That's the one game I heard about going into this. And it's going to be a hard one to beat, because I like Monster Hunter, I like turn-based creature collectors, you know, Pokemon. What happens if you combine Pokemon with Monster Hunter? It deletes about 100 hours of my life. That is a strong opening. And the first one was on 3DS, the second was on Switch. I don't know if they're going to make the third one a Switch 2 exclusive. Wouldn't surprise me, though. Given what happened with Rise coming out on Switch versus the other two consoles, it might be a timed exclusive. I doubt it's going to be a complete Switch 2 exclusive, though. We'll see. Do they say it on here? Hang on. Show me the platforms, if you have them. Nope, no platform screen. It's on a Switch. It's gonna be on a Switch or Switch 2. It's a Nintendo Direct. Hello, everyone. Why again? Why? I will be right back. Well, I know what I'm going to have to do with the VOD now. I'm going to have to edit out some of that audio. Thank you. I hit the damn button, but I hit it with the cat. Nah. Thank you for letting me know. Sorry. More people worried about the tornado warnings and, you know... Nobody's house got taken away. Nobody's out of Kansas yet. We weren't in Kansas to start with. At least nothing got leaked, you think? You confirmed my name was Chris. I've said this before. It's not a secret. There is a reason I chose my VTuber name. There's a reason I chose Ferox Chris Alizm. Because nobody in my family gives a shit when I'm streaming. They will use my name. Family or friends. So I had to idiot-proof it. Unfortunately, well, I'm not going to say they made a bitter idiot, but my mother made me, so the better idiot endures. Okay, so we don't know if Stories 3 is going to be on another flash flood warning. God damn it. We don't know what else Stories 3 is going to release on, but I am glad we're getting another Monster Hunter Stories. It makes me want to go back and finish 2. Or maybe I start a fresh save. We'll see.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners. What you just saw was Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, launching on Nintendo Switch 2.
So if one of them is still nicknamed Ratha, what are they going to call the other one? Los?
In the Monster Hunter universe. Today, we'll present games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Before a game is shown, you'll see the logo of the system the game will launch on here.
Okay.
If both logos are shown, the game will launch on both platforms.
I can't imagine they're releasing something that is only on the Switch 1 at this stage.
Let's take a look at some
Like, it's not going to be, like, exclusive to the Switch 1. There's going to be back compatibility, right?
Let the good times.
New Katamari, or is it a port?
By royal decree, a brand new game in the Katamari
Yeah!
series is rolling onto Nintendo Switch. Roll your Katamari through historic eras like Edo Japan and more. It's a time-hopping trip through the ages to restore the universe for the king of all cosmos.
Please tell me you have to roll up exactly 300 Spartans.
Royalty and customize the prince and cousins looks to your liking.
Ooh, a character creator. I could have used this.
Roll out with friends in online multiplayer. Make a big Katamari and earn the most points to be crowned the winner. Plus, the iconic music is back with an all-new soundtrack featuring new and returning music artists from the series history. Get ready to rock and roll.
Hey Arnold. If Hey Arnold was a Giga Chad. I'm just saying.
Get ready to rock and roll through the ages when Once Upon a Katamari launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I'm going to make a note of that, and you're going to hear me typing at approximately nothing per second. I'm only making notes of the games I want to look up later to see if they've got any more info. We're 2 for 2 so far.
The dance floor is calling.
Just Dance needs to just die already. I will give Just Dance credit, however. It did prolong the life of the Wii to the point it lived longer than the Wii U. Absurd, yes. Hilarious, even more so. Just Dance slays? On a Switch? Like, I guess they do have those new cameras. Maybe they got something cooking. But I also don't know anybody that has a Switch 2 camera right now. They're all just plugging in their own stuff. Okay, not on the Switch, yeah. Like, if this was Dance Central on a Kinect, you don't have to sell me that hard. Xbox 360 best, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I care about this one. I've not seen anything that glowing about using the Switch 2 camera with games, so.
Including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
You already said that.
Battle Beyond.
Unport!
Charge up.
You know where I want to play my competitive light 3D fighters?
Arena Battler series.
Oh, god damn it, it's loading. Okay, I'll wind it back. still not back yet. Pinwheeling. Gotta love it. Why are we not able to refresh this part of the overlay, you son of a bitch? Show me a refreshed overlay. Show me the overlay refreshing. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. I think we're back. Stream key validation issues. It lost my ability to access the stream. But I just stopped that, restarted. I didn't have to stop the recording locally. We should be okay. Let me know once you're caught up. Still okay. Yes, back. Okay. Now that we're back, how about a toast? Hydrate. Oh my god, you forgot. Don't worry about it. I have eyes. I can keep track of the clock. I can look at things. But I don't mean to steal your job, so secure your career. Go on. Bring back the timer. Right, so, yeah. We got a port. To be fair, we did get 3 games before they announced a port, so I'll give them that one. But at the same point, it's like, yeah, give me a semi-competitive 3D fighter on Switch. I don't think I have any fight sticks that go into USB-C, but Switch 2 dock doesn't have any USB-A inputs. As long as I can use a fight stick on it, I will consider it, but Budokai's not really the kind of game you use a fight stick on. It's more of a controller game. Traditional gamepad layout. And yeah, you're about a year and a half late to the party with Sparking Zero, so I guess you can still catch up on the Linkin Park Dragon Ball Super AMVs? That's how you knew Budokai was back. The Linkin Park AMVs. Even if they did put a Scientologist in one of the singing parts. I think everyone just assumes Goku is inherent to Dragon Ball now. You don't need to clarify that. Really? We're loading again? We haven't even been back for 5 minutes. Son of an Arlian whore. Never mind. Let's just see. Okay, never mind.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems November 14th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Pre-order a game that's already out everywhere else. PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Is this a new Plants vs. Zombies or a port? Is it a new Plants Warfare, or what are we getting here? Garden Warfare, that's what it's called. Garden Warfare as opposed to Modern Warfare. It's an HD port of a tablet game. Are you going to make it the version from before it turned into a pay-to-play nightmare? Okay, it's not really for me, so... PVZ. HD. Let me know when they get a 6th letter. And... I don't enjoy these kind of games, playing them. Like, the IRL football, yes, absolutely. But this? Yeah. Nah. EA, you can keep that. I don't need it.
Get reacquainted with these games.
Welcome to the party, Pac-Man.
Yummy. Pac-Man World 2.
How about you give me Miss Pac-Man off of the N64? You, football. I like football, yes. I used to play. And let me clarify, I know I'm saying that as an American. I do mean proper football, not soccer. Which, yeah. I probably should say that for the convenience of talking with my own people, but at the same point, when I'm watching the Euro Cup, I want to watch goddamn football. Not hand egg, not soccer, football. I used to play it, I still like watching it now and again. I don't watch it often, but if you put a game on in front of me, just tell me which team hates England more, I know who to root for. Sorry, Gandalf. When I was still working with my previous office job, or maybe it was the job before this. When I was still working that office gig, it was, I disgust me, or you disgust me? I probably read that close enough to get what you mean, so. It was a previous Euro Cup, and everybody in my office was some flavor of Latino, or Latina. And they were picking their teams, and it's just like, I was the one token white dude in the office. And naturally, I was the only one rooting for Italy. So when it came down to it, Italy was in the final 2 with the English, and my boss was like, listen, I'm not rooting for Italy, I just want England to lose. It worked out, we won! I will take that every time. Whether it's hating the British or rooting for the Italians. They both work. I don't give a shit about American football either. I don't give a shit about American soccer teams. Nobody likes Italy and France. Nobody hates them better than they do each other, though. Or themselves. I have never heard anyone refer to French more as the language of the gays than other French people. And Italians, we are self-loathing. We will defend ourselves from every other nationality, but if it's just 2 Italians in a room, they're going to talk more shit about Italy than every other combination of nationalities you can imagine. It's just the way we do things. We are allowed to hate each other, but if you try to get in the mix, we will return fire. It's just like when you have an asshole pet. Like, you are allowed to bitch about your cat or your dog being a piece of shit, but if anybody else calls them that, it's World War III. You know? It's just like that with Italy, football, you name it. But I will talk shit about the French unsolicited. Italians can't even make up their mind about who is Italian and who is not. Exactly. Because I'm not Italian. I'm Italian-American. We are crazy. I don't know a single Italian person who would deny that. We've just embraced the stereotypes and decided, you know what? As long as people are going to have fault calling us goddamn mobsters and gabagoos, we're going to throw out a couple of forget about it's. We are along for the ride. Because, again, not Italian, Italian American. If I went back to the motherland, if I went to the boot of Europe, odds are that boot would kick my ass. But I'd have fun sightseeing. I don't care about the world of Pac-Man. I just want Miss Pac-Man, the N64 game again. Nah. You mean people that live on the mainland are Italians and the ones on the island are a country of their own, apparently? Yeah. There's default Italians and then there's Sicilians. And you want to know the worst fucking thing about it is? The rivalry got worse after The Godfather Part 1 came out. Because everybody's like, the Sicilian stereotypes got to apply to all Italians. The Sicilians don't like that. And meanwhile, the mainland Italians are like, what the fuck is this American movie doing to our goddamn heritage? You think we're all goddamn organized criminals? The mainland Italians are offended that they're not Roman gladiators. The Italian Americans, on the other hand, are like, you know what? We're sick of not having anything to our goddamn culture over here. Fuck it. We'll be the criminal stereotypes. Even now, even 2020s, we still have the Italian mob stereotypes, even though the Italian mob has been a non-factor ever since, what would you say, Al Capone? The criminal underclass does not favor Italians at this stage, not in North America. It's not a sizable body anymore, but we still have the stereotypes. Because all Italian Americans have right now is stereotypes. Exactly, what's wrong with them? They're Italian. Okay, enough Pac-Man World. Do you have anything from, what do you call it, Shadow Labyrinth? You do that to Russians. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. I don't care about tactics. But I do know friends that are big into Final Fantasy, so I can throw this at them.
The game is now fully voiced and adds brand new dialogue between characters.
But still, I know that he and I are different.
Can you disable the voices?
A feature to review story events and more. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 30th. Pre-orders begin.
Now, hang on. Physical version / digital. Are they going to give us a clarification for whether or not those are standard cartridges or if those are game key cards? I'm not letting this go. Game key cards piss me off. It's just the worst versions of digital and physical combined. There's nothing on the actual cartridge except for an access key, but you need the access key to play the game. And you need to download everything online. I hate key cards. I hate what Nintendo's done with these.
Nintendo eShop. When the clock strikes midnight, shadows emerge and the dark hour begins.
Persona 3?
Step into the shoes of a high school student who
Persona 3 Reload. Okay. I like Persona. I think my favorite's probably Persona 4. I didn't play that much of 5 or 5 Royale. But 3 had a Reload re-release, and it didn't even come feature complete. There was still DLC after the fact with Reload, so call me jaded. I think I've only played maybe 4 Persona games total. I think I played the vanilla version of 3, I played the golden version of 4, the base version of 4 on PS2, 5 and 5. Okay, I played 5 Persona games, but technically probably it's only 3. Ooh, is this the Hyrule Warriors one? Sequel to Age of Calamity? Come on, give me something here.
Given an opening, he will bear his thanks.
Oh yeah, there's this much dead meat on screen. It's gotta be another Warriors game. Oh yeah.
Be that as it may, we face it together.
Maybe you could also release a Switch 2 upgrade patch for Hyrule Warriors 1 and 2. Just saying. They are already getting performance boosted on the better hardware, but I wouldn't say no to a couple extra bells and whistles. Wait a minute.
Of all places. This is
Emo Gerudos? Maybe the birds are onto something.
madness.
There is danger here. Enormously so.
I think this drops this year, actually. Maybe early 2026? Do you have a date in here? It's a Gundam! And there's no date on it. Goddamn.
Latest trailer for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. We hope you're looking forward to experiencing the canonical events that led to the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom game when it launches this winter. We'll share more information on this title.
This winter, okay. So it's not going to be any later than February 2026.
Nintendo Switch 2. The realest
American football, god damn it. And you know what the shit part about this is? I used to be in a marching band. If we were ever performing outside of, like, a marching band competition, it was for a football game. I don't give a shit about football.
field with all new player traits and realistic playstyles.
Like, that's not even getting into the minutia of the game itself. I don't like American football.
Playmaking decisions with newly added features to lead your team to victory. All built from real NFL data. In franchise mode, choose from 3 new
Maybe this is just an extension of the nerds versus jocks shit. Because, yeah, I was in a marching band.
favorite NFL coach, each with their own strategies.
And there were too many of the goddamn nerds in the marching band that thought they were jocks because they were performing at football games. I'm sorry, there's a pecking order, there's a chain of command, you don't know where the fuck you lay in it.
The gridiron in local or online multiplayer. EA Sports Madden NFL 20
I did know a couple of drum players, though. They were built like linebackers.
2, August 14th. Pre-order
And tuba players, too.
now on Nintendo eShop.
Big people, big instrument.
A cozy campfire. Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build campfires in this cozy.
I don't think this one's made for me.
Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. If you don't fuel the flames properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the
Just writing down Age of Imprisonment so I can look that up later, in case they got any more info.
through and maintain the right amount of heat. Don't let wet logs dampen your fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create an even bigger fire, just blow
I'm not a Boy Scout anymore. I don't care.
is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up the sky.
You might as well be trying to get me to play Tales of the Shire with this stuff.
Going in rainy or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first with a compatible USB camera.
This is how you're going to use the Switch camera. If this is how they're going to use the Switch 2 camera, I have no confidence in Just Dance 2026. I think I'm allowed to be a crotchety bastard on this one.
Might even strike up some interesting conversations. Relax and stay a while. When chillin' by the fire sparks to light on Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm sorry, What? That game looks like it could run on a smart fridge and it's exclusive to the Switch 2? What? Help me understand. I don't get it.
Later today. Fight back
At least it's a shadow drop. I'm trying to be positive.
teams in Battle Royale. Or show off your skills in Mixtape, where you'll take on 3 rotating game modes. Plus, both Battle Royale and Mixtape have enhanced resolution and smoother performance.
I'm not an Apex guy. This is not my kind of shooter.
Build your crew.
Give me Doom. Give me Wolfenstein. Not this.
Apex Legends launches
Give me Borderlands. Like, maybe I go back to a Borderlands game. If I can make the mouse stuff work while I'm wearing these damn braces, maybe we will play some Borderlands.
To cure a witch's illness, her tiny familiar embarks on a grand adventure. With your magical foggy backpack in
Is it a witch or a death goddess? Because I saw Hela.
pull, and even swing to great
It's pretty, I'll give it that.
Explore this vast world and gather ingredients to create a cure for your enchanting ally. Plus, up to 4 players can journey together in online co-op.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster with puzzles if you can have up to 4 people.
Hella launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
It looks pretty, but I don't think that's for me.
Galaxy full of
Stay dead. God damn it. Like, I used to be a big Star Wars fan, but now I'm just kind of tired. My sister got me this nice water bottle. This water bottle. The actual amount of it that you can store water in is nothing. If I had to guess, I'm going to be generous here. If I had to guess and round up heavily, that's like 500 milliliters. Ugh. It's a 500 milliliter water bottle. It costs $40 because it looks like Darth Vader's lightsaber. But then they get away with the member berries. Because 500 milliliters is a lot. What do I mean? I carry a 2-liter water bottle by default. $40 for a 500 milliliter water bottle. But you can push a button and then it does. And you can also close the top of it and leave that trigger active by default. So every time you go to take a swig, just you tilt it and then suddenly $40. I'm crazy. I didn't spend money on it. My sister's a Disney adult. She was in the park day 1 when these came out. I love my sister. I'm grateful for the gift. I used to love Star Wars, but now it's like, I think we were better off when it wasn't quite the cultural touchstone. Or maybe it just needed to not end up in Disney's hands. Maybe that's it. Your friend would love that. You'll love my sister. She's right in every way. Yeah, my sister's an actual functioning adult member of society. Hang on. Did it just hang on the damn overlay again? No, crazy for the 2-liter bottle. 2 liters is what I'm supposed to drink every day. It's a portion. It's a guide. And when you're actually lugging it around, it stays cold for a long time. It's generally useful. I will stand by my 2-liter bottle. I might have difficulty picking it up right now. But, yeah. Come on, refresh the overlay. There we go. It's still behind. Motherfucker. Why are you refusing to catch up, you piece of shit? Come on, give me something to work with here. Come on. I think we're back now. Are we good? Okay, we're good, yeah. As I was saying, I love my sister. I'm grateful for the present. I used to love Star Wars, but I think it went too mainstream, or maybe it should have just not ended up in Disney's hands, because it's not the same anymore. I'm not having fun with it. The last Star Wars thing I enjoyed was a toss-up between Visions and Mandalorian Season 2. I'm not having fun anymore. And that fun comes at a price, by the way, because this is a $40 water bottle. My 2-liter water bottle. It's bigger, it keeps things colder longer, and it was $20. Granted, I did get that some time ago, so it might have been a prehistoric discount. You don't know what I just said, but sure you agree. I'll take some nodding yes men. Why not? But if you have to bring Star Wars to the new console, does it have to be the Ubisoft one, the Collectathon with very thin RPG elements that don't actually amount to anything, the fake stealth game, the crime game where you can't actually be a criminal? Does it have to be this one? Could you not bring, I don't know, The Force Unleashed? KOTOR? Whatever happened to that KOTOR 1 remake, by the way? Hell, give me Jedi Knight. Jedi Knight 2 especially. This game, you gotta bring some Star Wars game, I get, but this one? Really? It's more Ubisoft.
Solving mini-games in between. Embark on high-stakes missions. Engage in dogfights as you travel across the Outer Rim. And get ready to live the life of a scoundrel when Star Wars Outlaws.
This didn't look good when it was on the other consoles. I'm not going to get it this late just to put it on a Switch too. If I was gonna get that mobile, I would have put it on a Steam Deck. This one looks not terrible last I saw, but what do you got that's new?
As an agent of a secret collective, you'll travel between a future plagued by anomalies and a past on the verge of collapse to uncover the mysteries of this world.
Basically third-person singularity.
Dangerous creatures born from the remnants of humanity prowl the wasteland.
Third-person singularity with a side of Dead Space. I can dig this. Or maybe more Resistance than Dead Space.
But don't let your guard down after
Maybe.
defeating them. If a monster absorbs a fallen enemy, it'll evolve into an even more nightmarish form. So act quickly to dispose of enemies. You'll also come across rifts that allow you to travel back in time. By extracting the essences of people you meet in the past, you can strengthen your own abilities.
Time travel to suck the souls. Got it.
You'll be haunted by visual and auditory illusions and lose your grip on reality.
So Dead Space 3.
What caused the world to collapse?
Or maybe MGS 3.
And what is the true mission you've been tasked with? Chronos, the New Dawn, launches on Nintendo.
I do believe I've already got this wish listed on Steam. So let me just see if I can pull that up. Eventually you will load my damn homepage. Motherfucker, the goddamn internet shot out again. Are we back? It was just a little hiccup, hopefully. Okay. I already have this bookmarked, so I'll keep an eye on it. It looks okay. I need more info, but it looks okay so far. More Yakuza ports.
Yakuza Yakuza Kiwami 2 is brawling its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Kamurocho Tokyo, Sotenbori Osaka.
I think the novelty of we have the game that was previously on other platforms, but now it's handheld is not enough for Switch 2. Xbox is about to get their own ROG Ally. There's already a lot of Steam Decks out in circulation. Sony's talking about possibly getting something more mobile than a Portal, so...
Combat moves to take on foes in action-packed brawls.
Hydrate? Okay.
Take it out using your fists, weapons, and everything else at your disposal. Plus, there's still plenty else to do around the cities. Enjoy darts, karaoke, and even golf. There's no shortage of things to do. A deadly clash between two dragons begins when Yakuza Kiwami 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
It's been out a while. I have it on the PlayStation 4.
Yakuza Kiwami, the story that launched the Epic series, is also launching on Switch 2.
All that top billing for the second game, and the first game's just a footnote.
Improved frame rates and additional language support. There are plenty more games heading to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Show a good one, then. Borderlands 4? Hang on.
Let's take a quick look.
You're not going to give me a pop-up for which game is which? I think that's Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Tales, I think. Don't know. Among the Sleep? Don't know. Not Among the Sleep. Goodnight Universe. Okay. NBA, I don't give a fuck about basketball. If it's not Space Jam, I don't care. You need Looney Tunes to get me introduced to basketball with more than the nominal fucks of social formality. Ugh. Oh boy, Hello Kitty. At least they got Cinema Roll. Well, if Iron Mouse plays this, I will look at it, but I don't think this is something I'm going to play myself. Oh, it was Saga, not Tales. Okay. And it was a Shadow Drop, too, available today. Not Ragebound, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Do I have this written down anywhere? I do have it wishlisted, actually. There's a demo, though. I could try to add that to library. Yeah. Hang on. It's supposed to be out today. July 31st, 2025. But it's still on the pre-purchase stuff. So it's coming out a month later on Switch 2. Alright. And Borderlands 4, I could go back to Borderlands 3 to give it a proper college try. I never finished second playthrough on any character in B4, so... Or B3, not B4. B4's not out yet! I feel like Borderlands hasn't hit the same since Borderlands 2 in 2012. Like, 13 years later, are you gonna actually be able to match 2? Because I would hope 13 years later, you could improve upon 2. Like, if you go back to Borderlands 2, there's some archaic shit. I'm hoping you're able to impress, but right now, it just seems like they're chasing Borderlands 2's tail. For 13 years. We've had Borderlands, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 3, Borderlands... it's actually not Borderlands in the title. It's, what the hell is the damn thing called? Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It was basically a standalone fantasy spin-off of Borderlands based off the Assault on Dragon Keep, which was a DLC for Borderlands 2, surprisingly. To no one. They've had 3 shooters in the Borderlands franchise since BL2. None of them hit as hard as 2. I have to give the pre-sequel credit, though. The pre-sequel adding those O2 jetpacks, those were great. There's days where if I go back to BL2 and I don't have the pre-sequel O2 kits, I feel like I'm missing out. I would rather play 2 in general, but the pre-sequel has some good stuff to it. If I go back to 3, I don't remember anything that I'm missing from 3 in particular. And I think the only other Borderlands game that, between 2 and 4, there were 2 Tales games. I didn't play New Tales, which was the second one. I played the first Tales game. It was not bad. But Telltale is gone now. And I have not heard good things about New Tales from the Borderlands, so. 4 is fighting an uphill battle. I hope it's good. I'll have to try it for myself. But I'm probably not going to be there day 1.
Before we go, we've got 2 more games to show you.
We're almost done? Really? I got a short list of stuff I care about from this show. Is this the Dragon Quest HD remix?
From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope.
Ah, sneezing fit. Ah.
Square Enix presents a brand new action RPG brought to life in HD 2D.
Gesundheit, thank you.
A continent overrun by beast tribes.
This did go pretty damn quick, yeah.
Is all that protects humanity's sole bastion, the Kingdom of Huther. One fateful day, a set of ruins is discovered in the wilds beyond the castle walls. An adventurer, Elliot, leaves the kingdom to investigate.
Facing danger is what adventurers do.
At his side is a fairy named Faye.
You can call me Faye. I'm a fairy.
Together, the duo venture beyond the kingdom's protection into the great wide world. During your journey, you'll come face to face with all sorts of foes. In battle, study your opponent's moves carefully and find opportunities to strike. Fight with swords for quick and well-balanced strikes. Bows and arrows to target enemies from afar. Chains and sickles to swing and pull enemies closer, and more. There are 7 weapon types in total, but that's not all. You can also strengthen your weapons by equipping different combinations of magicite. Try out all sorts of variations to find the playstyle that works for you.
Very loose definition of class. Okay.
Companion Faye can also attack and pick up items. You can control
I know this voice actress. I can't place her for some reason.
both Elliot and Faye separately, or 2 players can control them at the same time. You'll find that she's very helpful on your adventure.
Oh, we're going the Mario Galaxy route with the second player just being a glorified buff to the main. Okay. Or I guess Pokemon Let's Go. Fair enough.
Join Elliot and Faye on a grand journey that, unknown to them, will span 1,000 years. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm actually going to write this one down. I want to look up more about it, if there's more info anywhere. That is not even words. There we go. I keep trying to type normally. It just doesn't work right now. But that one actually looks very interesting. I need more info, but Okay, of the two you saved for last, at least one's good. What else you got?
Next year. After today's presentation, a debut demo will be available.
Why can I not compute your voice actor? Who's doing the narration? Double Squeenix? Are we getting a third Octopath? Or is this a prequel? I'll be honest, I've not played any of the Octopath games. I tried a demo, but...
You have a death wish?
I wish I could see everyone here laughing and smiling just one more time. Are you going to rebuild Wishvale? Or are you going to find
I don't know if
from us?
I don't know if a 2020 era Final Fantasy needed city building elements, but I can enjoy the pixel art. There's another game I've been wanting to try. Are we still buffering, or everything looks okay on the Twitch side? Let me know. It's coming out this year. Good for them. Because I heard nothing about this, but again, I don't play Octopath.
Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Is that it? They started strong. I gotta give them Monster Hunter Stories. I gotta give them that one. Good again. Okay. Alrighty, let me try and find a polite way to put this. They had 5 games here that I cared about, and 2 of which I already knew about. So they had 3 new announcements that... You're not actually showing the layer. Oh, of course you're not. Okay. There we are. They had 5 things at this Direct that I cared about, 2 of which were already known. They already announced Age of Imprisonment some time ago. They already announced Chronos. And these are not Switch... Well, Age of Imprisonment is going to be a Switch exclusive. But Chronos is not. I don't know why I would go there on a Switch 2 when I could go there on PC. So... They had 3 new things for me to give a shit about. I feel like the Adventures of Elliot and Millennium Tales, this is something I need more info on, but I am positively predisposed towards it. Once Upon a Katamari, very positively disposed towards it. I want more Katamari. I enjoy these. I don't know if it's going to be on anything else, but I am curious about it, so I might give it a shot. Monster Hunter Stories 3, if it's a Switch 2 exclusive, I'll get on Switch 2. If I was being smart about it, I would probably show restraint and wait for a PC version, but I enjoy Monster Hunter Stories. I would definitely go out of my way for this one early on. So, yeah, that was a half hour of announcements, and I cared for between 3 and 5 of them. I don't know if that's meant to be a glowing endorsement or not, but I don't intend it to be. Let's see. Do we have any other information about Monster Hunter Stories? That's not a word. Stories 3. Ooh, there's a dedicated page on the Monster Hunter portal. Okay. They want you to tap the egg, crack it open, and then you get the new page. Okay. coming 2026. There's a trailer. They want you to sign up for a newsletter. Fuck you. Okay, here's the platforms. It's going to be on everything. It's going to be on the Switch 2, the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Steam. If they have a staggered release that prioritizes the Nintendo platform, maybe I go for it on Switch 2. I don't know if there's a reason I would specifically go for that version, though. It's not like the PC version of Monster Hunter Wilds is selling me on getting it on Steam. I'll say that much. I like stories. I'm glad we're getting another one. Okay, what else do we got? Once Upon a Katamari. And it looks like the most recent version of the story is from the Hindustan Times, so hopefully that's good. We haven't had a new Katamari since Touch My Katamari? What? That sounds wrong. What was Royal Revelry? Reverie, not Revelry. There was Reroll Plus. There was Royal Revelry. Is this really the first new game we've had in like 10 years? From Katamari? Really? I guess this is the first new Katamari we've had, like, proper new, not just a re-release with some bonus content, or a remake or the like, in 14 years. Jesus. I'm here for it. I like Katamari.
Roll your Katamari through historic eras like Edo Japan and more. It's a time-hopping trip through the ages to restore the universe for the king. It's a time
The idea that you're willingly dropping stuff off of the Katamari ball, it's still good.
hopping trip through the ages to restore the universe for the king of all cosmos.
Please tell me we have a mission to roll up 300 Spartans, please.
Use helpful items to roll your Katamari like royalty and customize the prince and cousins look.
We really need the power-ups.
In addition, roll out with friends in online.
Summon the cousins.
Make a big Katamari and earn the most points to be crowned the winner. Plus, the iconic music is back with an all-new soundtrack.
The music is unreasonably good in Katamari, by the way. And you can see the king right here, so... A man must have priorities. And the king of Cosmos isn't just a priority, he is a goal. The proper, distant, deadbeat dad with unfathomable power. And when he comes back, he's bringing a belt on a cosmic scale.
From the series history. Get ready to rock and roll through the ages when once upon a Katamari.
And it's coming this year. Huh. I could dig that. Okay. Wait, did that article say what other stuff it's releasing on, or is this only on Switch 2? There was one more game, but it looks like that was only on Apple Arcade, so I don't give a fuck. It's not the first new Katamari game in 14 years, but Katamari Rolling Live, I don't give a shit. I don't have an iPhone. I'm not going to count anything on the Apple Arcade. There's a
Peggy
Bamco.
3.
Ah, shut up. There's a Bamco trailer, so maybe we got platforms on this one. We do. Okay. Switch, PS5, Steam, and Xbox Series, so it's on everything again. Okay. I don't know why they're holding back some of this stuff. Like, Nintendo doesn't have that much truly exclusive upcoming. They have Dustbloods, probably. For a time, at least. Age of Imprisonment, Chronos, and I can't find anything else about Elliot Millennium Tales. Let me see about Age of Imprisonment. They're still aiming for seemingly winter 2025, maybe early 2026. But yeah, we don't have more info than was in the trailer, so just... I already like Warriors. I'm not the biggest Zelda guy out there, but you tell me you've got another not another Breath of the Wild, another Hyrule Warriors, I'm generally in favor of it. And that's all she wrote. Well, I don't want to say it was an underwhelming conference to react to, but I'm glad I have bookmarked some other things from SGF that I still haven't gotten to watch myself. Because I think I can get more out of those than this. I am very happy we're getting another Monster Hunter Stories, though. If I have been understating that, let me clarify. I like Monster Hunter Stories. I will take that. I will take another Monster Hunter Stories. And they're talking about this being more morally gray. You get a voiced protagonist this time, which is hit or miss. But they're putting more emphasis on the story, and I know they've already got solid combat and creature taming mechanics, so... It's another Monster Hunter Stories. Another Monster Hunter Stories, another Katamari, another Zelda Warriors game, Chronos, which I'd probably look into elsewhere, and they've got one wholly new thing that I heard nothing about prior. This Elliot and the Millennium Tale. You get one. Every other announcement I either didn't give a shit about, or ambivalence is the best you could ask for in those cases. Sorry to say, Nintendo. Your partner showcase kinda flopped. I was actually more excited for the last Pokemon Presents than this, if I can be honest. That's unfortunate. But yeah, there was some good stuff in here, just not enough that I care about right now. Oh well. So that's all I've got for today, unless you want to see something else that, maybe I can bring this up. I showed you previously that I was looking into a, man with no name type of Desperado costume. It's not here. Where did I... It's still in the KRA folder. There we go. Okay. Let me bring Krita back. This will take a moment to load up, so you've been warned. It won't let me actually open Krita. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's still trying to process the document. And full screen. There we go. Now, at a glance, this looks like it's just a gray texture, right? Because I told you I was working on the poncho material. I want to have something very distinctive for my Man with No Name cosplay. Let's put it like that. But at a glance, this just seems like, oh yeah, it's gray and kind of grainy. So what makes it special? We'll zoom in a little. It's getting a little patchy, so you think, oh yeah, I maybe stole a denim texture or some other kind of fabric. We'll keep zooming in. Well, now it just looks like TV static, doesn't it? We'll keep zooming in. You notice it has a kind of a diagonal lines here, but it's still very pixelated. So what exactly is that, per se? We'll keep zooming in. You may notice some colors starting to emerge. It might look like some old thatch from the late 90s to early 2000s. Some very commonly reproducible plastics. So if I'm not going for an authentic kind of burlap and leather cowboy, what kind of cowboy am I going for? Let's zoom in further. And you know what? Further still. Are you starting to see the CMYK? Because it's not actually CMYK. It's CMYW, like my tentacles. And we'll keep going, and going, and going. And as you zoom in, you think that's a fisheye effect? No, that's just the way your vision distorts, trying to focus on where I have the cursor. And you might be wondering why I did it in such fine details. It's on the 21K texture canvas. And I can do this now. Look at my my resource meter on the bottom. It's using 9.6 gigabytes of RAM just for the cloak. Just for one view of the cloak. Spoilers. So let me see if I can bring this up. This is still very early on. Like, I'm not even out of the concepting stage yet. But I wanted to have the cloak textures done because I knew that was going to take time and resources. I just finished this the night before I got the damn braces. So, not a moment too soon. Come on. I believe in you, you malformed bastard. Load the damn file. And there's the fans kicking on. You know it's going to be big. Just imagine what one layer of that cloak did to my memory usage. It's 9-10 gigs for a single layer of it. Do you think I'm going to make a functioning costume with only a single layer of the poncho? Rip skill issue. That's what she said? Well, it gets bigger. Just you watch. Any second now. Ah! Nah, thanks. Well, unfortunately, your gratitude is irrelevant. It's going to load eventually. There we go. As you can see here, I did lean into Bayonetta 2, the costume, for some of the sheer volume as well as the dispensation between the front and the back. There's something of a discrepancy. Also for the shoulder pads. And again, this is still very early on. But did I get rid of the layer with Clint Eastwood? I think I did. Ah, well. As you can see, based on the jump in resources being used right now, I have 3 of these reference layers for the cloak. One which is purely vertical, one which is a diagonal ascending, and one which is a diagonal descending. And the reason, if I may, that the mesh is as fine as it is with the colors that I'm using is because each of these squares is approximately the same dimensions as my tentacles. It's not just a fabric that I'm wearing. I am turning my tentacles into a poncho. I had to get the proportions exactly right. And it's a detail nobody else is going to give a fuck about, but I did anyway. And furthermore, I didn't just export this as... there. Stay loaded. Okay, bring... What is in front of you causing that effect right now? Oh, right, it's this causing a problem. Okay, it's the reference layer. As you can see here, when I zoom in, I'm going to just get rid of 2 of these. I had to maintain the separate grid as well as the colors. As you can see here, now it's just plain black and white with hollow spaces to fill the colors in. I'm doing this because I'm going to be putting pixel art versions of Egyptian hieroglyphics into the pattern. Granted, the pattern is so fine, I probably didn't even need to make them necessarily pixel art versions of the hieroglyphics, but that is the game plan. So I had to maintain this as a complex object with multiple layers rather than simply exporting it as a PNG. Well, Ferox, why didn't I just export the grid separately as well as the color separately? Did it have to be this complicated? Probably not. But I already did it. And as you can tell, it's not a perfect 45-degree angle. These are mirrored, however, so you will have these tracing up and down each other. There's going to be a bit of a seam leading itself to a slight right offset, the same way I have my jacket. There's also cutouts for the dispenser from the printer as well as the ink levels, so we're still maintaining the printer motif while turning into a cowboy. The schedule, I have no idea for how long it's going to take to do this, though, because I still haven't finished the chibi model. I just wanted to get the most resource-intensive parts of it out of the way immediately. Because I'm already using over 40 gigabytes of RAM on the cloak. I'm going to fully design the cloak, and then I will do the rest of the costume around that. But I'm putting Egyptian hieroglyphics into a Central American weather-resistant garment adapted to North American customs. If you think my brain is spaghetti, wait till you see me in a spaghetti western. Ready and dead with no redemption. That is just a doomed cause. But yeah, I've already shown off the chibi model. That is probably, if I can get everything to line up the way I want it to, that will be ready for my birthday stream in 2026. This is one of the hard parts that I was worried about addressing, but we're here, we're talking about it, let's talk. I don't know what I'm going to be able to physically prepare in time for my anniversary stream in September. Like, September 4th is my anniversary as a VTuber. I'm still going to be in these braces by the anniversary, and I'm still going to be in them for probably a week after. Maybe less, but probably. So, this is the hard part. I don't know what I'm actually going to be able to do to celebrate 1 year of this. And I really was trying to bring the music back. I have a music track that's in development right now. I'm just trying to get it extended properly where I can loop it for like intro and outro music and have the ambiance layered over it. But it's a matter of whether or not I can actually work on it with my hands like this. Because, you know, it's going to be in probably Audacity, Vegas Pro, something like that. I need hands. I need my mouse. I can't do everything keyboard-driven. So I want to work on that one song at least. I've been wanting to go back to Imprint, the album that I'd saved up with all these songs. But I can't draw like this. I am barely able to get my stylus aimed where I want it to. And I can't do any more fine refining techniques. It's not fine. It's not even good. Passable, even. So I guess I'm just at a stage now where I'm trying to figure out, do I postpone the anniversary? I don't think the calendar is going to agree with that. Like, literally, what do I need help with? You'll help. It's stuff that I want to do myself. It's stuff that I want to make. Stuff that should be an extension of me. I'm not sure anybody could help me with this, is the thing. Because it's stuff that I want to be making, and me making it is part of the process. I don't want to outsource it. I want to do it myself. It's my music. It's my drawing. It's me. But I've been shackled for a month and a half. And maybe I can get away with like an hour here or there without the brace. But it's not going to be full streams. I can't do what I've been doing or what I want to do. So the anniversary is going to have some hard parts to it. Some things I can and can't do. Like, for the anniversary, I wanted to play Bayonetta 1, or my favorite game of all time, the sequel, Bayonetta 2. Like, it's my anniversary. I wanted to play my favorite game. Or I wanted to go back to Metal Gear Rising. Even if I wasn't in these braces right now, I know Metal Gear Rising was causing so much pain in both my arms, especially my right, but I haven't been able to play Metal Gear Rising since November last year. That's been, what, 8-9 months? And I love Metal Gear Rising. I don't know if it's in my top 10 or anything like that, but I've been wanting to grind the VR missions, but I just can't do it right now. It's too much pain. And I feel lesser having to talk about the amount of pain I'm in because of using the fine motor skills in my hands. Like, I've worked in warehouses. I've done freight. I've done heavy lifting. This feels wrong to say that this is too much pain. And it makes me frustrated. But I don't want to hide my grievances. I don't want to hide what's happening with me right now. I obviously have to have some level of anonymity because, you know, VTuber, but I'm just putting it out there. I'm saying my piece. And I want to acclimate for what is coming, and that I want to go back to the way things were once I'm healed. But even after the 6 months elapse and I can theoretically get rid of these braces, I don't know that I'll necessarily be back to 100%. Some things, like if it's radial tunnel syndrome, they don't know the exact causes or means to avoid exacerbation. Once you have it, you have it, you don't know how you get it, you don't know how you get rid of it. They can only treat it, they can't cure it. So I'm hoping it's tendinitis, and not that. Because tendinitis, again, it's another treat not cure, but at least it's a known quantity. But you don't want to hear me bellyaching. That's what me trying to pretend I'm good at games is for, or having opinions on reacts. This is just, I'm trying to get better. And it's gonna take time. And I'm pissed at the fact that the music I was putting out for the first year of my streaming got hamstrung, and it's gonna get hamstrung again. Because I want to do Imprint for my first year. Like, one song every month for the first 12 months, and then I have the bonus tracks for the anniversary. I'm not even going to be on song 3 by the time we get to my anniversary now. It's just... Too many moving pieces, and not enough of them are under my control. I'm letting you know I'm pissed at current circumstances, and I'm trying to improve them. I will funnel my outrage as best I can. But if you're dissatisfied, then... I'm trying to find a way to work on emotes, but I can't draw right now. I'm trying to just... There's so much I want to do, but my body... This feeble, feckless fucking sack of spare parts and ruined meat. This disaster of flesh. It's a restraint. And I hate it. But I only have one, so... You've probably heard the Cultus Mechanicus line, Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah. From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. Yeah. Just, yeah. I want to get better so I can do stuff. I'm going to try to do things while I can, but I just have to let you know that for at minimum the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be streaming less, and when I am streaming, it's going to be different. I'm probably going to have to put emphasis on things I can actually play. Maybe more React stuff. Maybe we just hang out and talk. It could come down to that. And I don't want to surprise you with it, because I'm already surprised enough trying to go through my daily functions like this. But I think I've said my piece, you've been warned, and it's up to you if you think I'm worth hanging around for. I don't know what we're going to do next time. I don't know when next time is going to be. So, I will, if you want notifications for when I go live, or if there's any other plans in development, check me out on X/Twitter. It's a lot of mental diarrhea and memes, but I also try to have thoughts there now and again. Always. I shouldn't be so hard on myself, though. I'm always hard on myself. There's no should or shouldn't. It's the way I am. Nobody hates me more than me, and that's a powerful motivator. I've heard it said before that you should treat yourself as somebody you love, because you're going to be with yourself your entire life. And that's something that, frankly, I've never quite been able to achieve. I'm always hard on myself. I'm always abrasive, I'm always an obnoxious asshole, and the person I'm worst towards is myself. And I try to push all that stuff down and lock it away. But it's there. No matter how much of a kindly facade I put on, it's always there. You know, you could beat me with a bat. Maybe that would solve things, because clearly something needs to be smacked around. But, I don't think I have anything left to say. It's just, I've told you about what's my current condition, what's being done to treat it, what the game plan is when I go back to more doctors, more medicine, so I don't want to stop streaming, but it will have to be in a reduced capacity. At the very least, we can't be doing what we've been doing for the last 7-8 months. I'm grateful for everybody that's stuck with me this entire time. I want to get back to more art. I have something I've been working on for you. I have something I've been working on for Gandalf. I've got projects that are just piles upon piles of WIP. And I had to stall most of them because I was waiting for more RAM, and now I'm waiting for more hands. So whether it's the goats or the digits, it's all goddamn snowballing downhill out of my grasp. But I guess I could sharpen these into hidden blades. Question is, do I save them for the DMV or the doctors? Can't wait for more yapping. Well, hopefully we get a chance to talk soon. I think I'm about ready to bow out for the night, though. So, oh, are we cutting off? No cutting off. Okay. You've had enough of me belly aching. You've got better stuff to do. Rest well, right back at you. And in case I don't say it emphatically enough, stay well yourself. Be healthy, be kindly, be productive, be you. And I'll be back soon, TM.